Hiya,
I'm Taylor,
Khadijah,
and welcome back to another episode of
the Degrassi Authority.
Woo, 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 woo. So, now we're on season 14, episode, what is this, 3?
3.
Yes. And it was a doozy.
By every definition of the word. It could even rhyme with floozy.
Oh.
And still come correct.
Sure enough, could.
So, we will
Let's just start this up.
get right into it.
Let's
So,
start this up.
the episode starts off with Frankie and Winston having a
chilling
conversation.
on her bed.
And Winston's like, why would you want to wax Drew's chest? And she's just like, oh, for the fundraiser. And then they just kind of skimmed over that. It was never super explained why that was the idea.
I don't know how that fundraising idea came to be, because I feel like that's not a normal fundraising idea.
And Drew doesn't even seem all that hairy.
He's really not.
To need his chest waxed.
I don't know where the wax is gonna rip off skin.
He's gonna get an exfoliation. That's what he's gonna get.
He's pretty baby smooth. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
that's what I get from him. So that happened,
and then they started kissing, and Winston decides to grab a little booby.
Good little handsy there.
Yeah, and Frankie's like, "Oh, what are you doing?
Slow down. Grab the wall, Brady, because these are off limits."
And he's like, I'm a guy. Like, what can you expect? It's what we guys do.
That's all I'm going to expect from us.
No explanation needed.
Yeah, that's it.
And then they're joking around, and he, like, takes off his shirt, and he's like,
like, you're so tickly, Frankie.
Tickle monster.
Oh, my God. Door wide open, LOL.
Oh, my God, I got my shirt off. Look at me, Chippendales, Magic Mike.
Ooh, tickling my little girlfriend. So fun.
And Frankie chooses that moment. Her entire family, besides the dad, chooses that moment to need Frankie for something.
For some reason, first Noobs walks in.
Yeah, Hunter.
And then Miles. And then Mrs. Hollingsworth. It's just all.
It was a domino effect of exposure to Winston's shirtlessness.
Yeah.
Tickling Frankie.
And Mama Hollingsworth was not with it.
And I feel like since it was one at a time, Winston had time to whip his shirt back on.
Exactly. When
Hunter
was the first one that came. And, by the way, sorry, let me just explain. I like to call Hunter Noobs because of his whole thing with Becky. So just an explanation so you're not like, what is she talking about? Anywho. He came in. He talked to them for a while, even before Miles came in. Because I imagine that was pretty awkward for Miles to see his best friend and his little sister in bed tickle fighting.
Canoodling. Hanky-panky, as Maya's mother likes to call it.
Yeah, and so I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but
I don't want to put my shirt on. I don't care who's
too
in the
free.
room.
I guess
it's
there's
nice
a draft
breeze
in here.
Yeah, I like it. It feels good.
And Frankie, and of course, the mom's like, oh my God, what are you doing? Like, oh my gosh.
I'm not with this
naked
at all.
boys.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Chipping nails in Madonna's room.
Exactly.
And Frankie's like, oh, well, nobody gets mad at Miles, and he's like a womanizer, and it's just because Miles can't get pregnant. And Miles says, sounds like a challenge.
Yes, she says that. And Frankie, are we to that point?
Oh, yes, Frankie.
Okay,
Frankie's defense.
Frankie, that's one of her defenses, of course. Miles can't get pregnant. You guys don't care what Miles says. Then she decides to whip out this little gem. Plus, I'm 14.
I should be able to, because her mom tries to threaten to say Winston can't be in her room anymore.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I'm 14. Okay, child, please, hold up.
Is 14 supposed to, we're not Canadian, so I don't know. Maybe
is 14 the new 18?
Yeah, in Canada, because It's last time I checked, this is not the Middle Ages, and 14-year-olds are not adults.
They aren't giving you away to a husband. Like,
I didn't see a goat in the room.
is this how Canadians do things?
There was no goat in exchange for Frankie's marriage, because that's the only way 14-year-olds should be.
Yeah, 14. 14. Let's do a little math lesson. What's 14 minus 1? 13. What is 13? An official teenager. So that means, let me review, Frankie is a new teenager.
She's so new. She was literally a preteen 2 years ago. Maybe 2 years ago. Maybe she just turned 14. So, I mean, yes, still it's 2 years ago. But not really.
But she got that defense real quick. Because I'm 14. I'm 14.
Really?
I don't think that means anything.
That doesn't. It doesn't. It just means you're a child.
Yeah, you're just reinforcing the fact.
Yeah, you're just
bringing
putting icing
age
on the cake, making me realize you're right. I was right in saying that you're a kid, because you just tried to say I'm 14.
I'm 14. Okay. Well, now that we know her age.
Yeah. now it's confirmed she's a child.
Yeah.
We got.
She said it herself.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we go to Imogen and Jack having a conversation. If Jack's inviting Imogen to this roller derby thing,
they're going on a date.
Yeah, you know, like Jack's just such a lesbian. She goes to that young roller derby.
With my girlfriend.
Yeah, because we're just lovers, and so they're talking to each other, and she's like, "Oh, well, what about Becky?" And Jack's like, is she ready for it? Like, is she okay? Like, is she over everything that happened? And Becky's sitting right there. Guys, you know I can hear you.
Becky's literally right behind them.
Right there.
Literally not even...
Pretty in blue.
Jack saw her probably as she sat on Imogen's lap.
Yes! And then Imogen's like, oh, sorry I called you pathetic. They never once said that she was pathetic.
She never said that out loud, at least.
So these are obviously her true feelings coming to play, and she's now apologizing for them.
I was like, okay. Imogen,
tell me how you really feel.
Yeah.
And then, so they're asking, like, if she's okay with the whole Drew thing, whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, we're not together. I ended that. Like, my ex-boyfriend, Drew.
And then it seemed to me like they kind of, like, Jack and Imogen kind of made it seem like, oh, yeah, like, him and Claire are a thing, like, him and Claire are dating all of a sudden.
Mom and Pop.
Even though it was a huge thing last episode that they were not together.
Yeah.
That they were not in any way, shape, or form gonna make this work between the two of them.
And, of course... Cue Drew and Claire walking in at that very moment. Okay, how did they all just end up in the same class together? That don't happen.
I feel like they're always in the same class, even when they weren't in the same class last episode. They always do that. I'm like,
and suddenly they're like just babbling with each other as if they're a married couple. Like everything suddenly smoothed over with them.
Exactly. They were at odds last episode. They were battling.
Yes.
And now we're besties again.
I mean, I don't see it. I didn't think it happened that quickly.
Yeah, I didn't. They did not connect with us on that one.
And
just like that one happened.
So Becky says, of course, yeah, I'll go and stuff like that. And apparently she has to bring a date. Like, there's no way she can go to this roller derby thing with just her friends and not have a date.
Do I look like a third wheel? No. So, I guess we just gotta go. What's the word?
Oh, what are you saying?
What was the dating site she went to?
Oh, no. Okay, the lead up. They're like, how are you going to get a date? And she's like, how does anyone do anything these days?
Oh.
To the internet.
I was like, crap, we're getting catfish today. I guess that's what's going to happen.
Woo!
Catfish,
Well,
yeah.
yep. So that happened.
Because Becky obviously has, she has a great history with the internet, obviously.
Oh, her and Noobs, they had that love affair.
That was a great little fun time. She had
Yeah.
herself she had a younger man on her hip there.
You know her.
Yeah.
And next they show Maya and crew and Troublesome Crew talking about Miles and his new gay experience. Yeah, the rubberoo. And they're all like, oh, someone sounded a little homophobic. He must have some problems going on.
Yeah, exactly.
If he's going gay all of a sudden.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, that's homophobic," and she's like,
"Well, guys, no,
he should fuck me."
I care about him. I care about him a lot, and I feel like something's going on. I mean, I know he's kissing Tristan, but I think he's masking something. And I'm his friend.
It's probably for me.
I really care about him.
Me, so
like. He wouldn't you can't go gay after me. Once you go Maya, you can't go back.
Yeah,
like, you
exactly.
can't. It can't happen. It can't happen. But no homo. No homo, though. No homo.
I'm
not
homophobic. I just think that him being gay isn't real.
Yeah, I mean, like...
But I'm not, like, homophobic.
No homo, though. No homo. I just care about him. I care about him a lot. Next, okay.
Oh.
We go to the Power Squad. And Frankie's just super frustrated about the double standards in her home. She's like, I want to talk about how, like, women can never do anything. And we just get in trouble, but guys can run around and do anything that they want. And, you know, Zoe, fresh out of the attack from last season.
Can we just talk about how literally Frankie is saying, I don't think that girls should be attacked for doing what boys are asking them to do, or doing what boys want, or what boys are doing, and they don't get attacked, but girls get attacked. Mm-hmm. And so Zoe's like, it's because everybody sees girls as like trollops. Girls don't get what they want. And Frankie's like, well, what do we want? And Zoe's like, money. Okay, money.
How did that get from A to G? Like, we just skip B through H.
I don't.
Oh no, I mean B through F.
With G?
Yeah, A to G.
Yeah.
B to F.
I think so.
Yeah. How do we just skip B through F? I'm in college. I know the ABCs.
Obviously, we're both very scholarly people.
I don't know how that equated to money.
I don't know where, but I'm just going to take a shot in the dark here and say that Frankie and Zoe are not on the same page.
No.
That's just a...
We'll save that
a little hypothesis there.
It's going to come out later how this all plays out.
Oh, gosh.
Right now, next up was Imogen, Jack, and Becky are creating Becky a dating profile.
Yes.
With the least amount of criteria for matching ever.
Ever.
They literally answered these 4 questions and found her perfect match.
100% match.
For these 4 questions. Do you want kids? How important is your faith? How close is your family? And what color best describes you?
What color best describes you? Apparently,
these are the foolproof questions needed to be asked to find your perfect match.
Perfect match.
Anything else, it don't matter.
Your soulmate.
As long as you both are blue or red or yellow.
Because if he is everything I want in a man, but he is a yellow,
and I'm a green,
it can't happen. It just can't happen. I don't care how smart and funny and just handsome,
successful,
and just great. He just really is the apple to my pie. But guess what?
He's a red apple and I'm a green.
Red apple. A red apple.
It ain't gonna work.
Really?
It just ain't gonna work. It's
disgusting. I can't be mixing
cannot.
colors. What is this? What is this? 2024, we're mixing colors now. That's disgusting.
I don't even
do that. Mm-mm.
I don't even know.
And just don't.
So next they show Maya walking down a hallway, and she sees Miles. hanging onto the wrong side of the second floor railing.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you.
Yeah, that's not how you do it.
He looks like he's about to jump, and she's like, Miles! Miles! Stop it, Miles! Miles, I can't handle it. Miles,
And
you
he
need to
says
stop.
nothing.
And then he jumps.
Mm-hmm.
And then suddenly, ah! Maya screams. I get them mixed up.
Yeah.
Maya screams, and suddenly she's actually in the rubber room.
She's like,
she just had a nightmare. And what we need to say about this is she's got 3 friends in there with her in the rubber room. Three friends who seem pretty
friends.
close. Grace,
Tiny,
and Zig. So Maya just screamed and woke up from a nightmare.
Yes. The bell rings and they said, it's time to go.
Deuces, you just screamed. Oh, bye. Do you got a rock in your shoe? I don't get. Bye.
I don't know what it is. Was it a rock in your shoe? Was it a nightmare?
Did you accidentally get stabbed?
Somebody got a gun to your head. I don't care what it is.
Because I got to bounce.
I need to leave. Thank you. And then the teacher tries to
talk to her about it.
She wants to talk to her, and
her excuse.
And we decide that her teacher is literally the only one that cares about her until, we did see her friends linger by the door for a little bit. And her excuse, what was her excuse?
I'm just really stressed about algebra right now. I have been known to get a little bit of heart palpitations when it comes to calculus.
To them X's and Y's, they don't set right with me.
But not to the point of having nightmares about it and somebody actually believes that.
Exactly. And can we talk about how... is that on here where she literally...
I erased it, but you can...
She's sleeping in class to wake up from this nightmare. Mind you, she is not in one of those classes where it's desk behind desk behind desk behind desk and where she's in the back of the room and nobody can see her. No, they're in a circle. They're in a kumbaya circle and she's sleeping.
And nobody says nothing.
And the teacher didn't even realize
Teacher's right there.
I'm starting to get a little iffy about the Degrassi.
The teachers
the
Degrassi
in this faculty. It is not.
They have another strike against them later.
It's subpar to me. I gotta say, it's not up there when it needs to be. I'm sorry. And then
here is the piece a la Deadly's resistance. The piece of the hour.
Oh,
the piece of the hour that we just kept having to pause the episode for every 5 seconds because it was just stack after stack after stack of bad decisions. Woo! Okay, so a little refresher. You remember how Frankie asked the Power Squad, "What do we want?" And Zoe's response was money.
After this whole conversation, right, about how
boys,
how boys get a double standard to girls because they can do whatever they want, and girls are the trollops, and that's what Frankie says. Frankie says, boys can do whatever they want. Girls have to be perfect little angels, or we're trollops. There is no middle ground. That is it. And Zoe says, you know what? You're right. They get to do whatever they want, and they get what they want. But maybe it's time we get what we want. So she decides this is the solution.
Zoe's idea to get them respect.
Yes. To flip that double standard on its head. 180 that mess.
To reclaim feminism.
Mm-hmm.
Is sell their nudes for money.
To the lovely young men of Degrassi Community School.
For money.
Zoe, you did not take what you were supposed to take from Frankie's speech. Let me just say that. I just want to let you know you was wrong. That wasn't it. I think you thought that you knew what she meant by what she was saying, but you don't know what she meant by what she was saying. You don't know. You was off. You was off by a lot.
Can you? Apparently, quote unquote, this is a way to fix the double standards. In Zoe's words. Okay, let me for a second say, I am a feminist, and I am all about women owning their sexuality. Look at Beyonce. She can be sexy and respected at the same time.
Also, another big fact about Beyonce that I love to just point out in these in this sex stuff. Beyonce's 34, 33?
In the 30s.
Yeah. Is
She's
she
born
14?
in 81.
Is she 14?
Nope.
Is she 15?
She's a grown
Is
woman.
she 16? Because I'm pretty sure if Beyonce wanted to put all nudes in the world of herself out there, she ain't sending nobody to jail for child pornography. Can I say the same thing about this whole Power Squad? The answer is no. They can't.
So, like, that is what Beyonce does is perfectly okay because she owns it. She's deciding, she's not just giving the people what they want. She is doing something specifically that she wants. She is choosing this image for herself.
This is what she wants to do. Half the girls on Power Squad,
they're just going along with it. So
because Zoe snapped her fingers.
Officially, Zoe is a pimp daddy madam.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Y'all in high school. Because I'm 14. Because I'm a child.
I should be able to post my titties everywhere.
Once you get in, you cannot get out. Let me tell you that much.
I just can't do this right now.
Apparently, this is Zoe's idea of a fundraiser. Hold up, wait a minute. Can we hit the stop light for a second? This is not a fundraiser.
I didn't see no cookie dough. I didn't see no bake sale.
Nobody knocked on my door to sell me some chocolate.
I didn't see none of them coupon books. Nothing. There was no student auction. Well, maybe I guess you could call this a student auction. Maybe this was their idea of a student auction. But I ain't never seen no student auction like that one. Okay?
Like, as scandalous as you're supposed to get with a fundraiser is car washes in your bathing suit. And even then, I don't think Mr. Simpson would allow that of the Degrassi Power Squad.
Mr. Simpson just let everybody wear what they want to wear, just to, like, what, last year? And now we're gonna
start this prostitution ring. Yeah. That's what's happening. They just running rampant.
They ain't got uniforms. They want to get buck wild now. They want to just, we don't have to wear our uniforms, then let's just not wear nothing. That's a good idea, I guess. That's what we're going to do. But I, you know what?
Wasn't it last year when the girls were redoing the dress code, they decided that the rule for the dress code would be you can wear anything you want as long as it is not used to distract or draw the attention of someone else.
Yes.
Not distract
Preach it.
Or draw the attention of someone else.
Amen. Ha. Yes,
I'm pretty sure a prostitution ring is distracting.
Very distracting. It distracted me all the way from over here. I'm not in Canada. I'm not sitting in the middle of Mr. Blank Blank's history class. And I'm distracted. I was very distracted.
Ooh. So on to one of the reactions that scared us the most was after Zoe pitched this idea. You know, the pink-haired girl. I don't know her name yet. They don't talk about her much.
They said her name. I can't remember it right now. But
she smiled. She was excited. She's a part of something.
What is wrong with our generation?
She's been ready to share her boobies.
She smiled at this. Everybody else was looking around like, oh, Lord, did she lost her ever?
At least the rest of them had the decency to look hesitant for 2 seconds. She was like, oh, sucky now.
This is my real wheelhouse. I know what I'm doing now.
Turn up, turn down for what?
She smiled. She's like 14 and she smiled.
Ooh, so Zoe's explaining this, and they're doing like a little montage of things as it's all coming together.
Yeah, they made it look like a mission. She was like, step one.
This is a Kim Possible mission.
Exactly. What's the sitch?
Like,
she explained everything, and while she was explaining, they was doing it. Little pink girl. Are we there yet?
Yeah. Okay. So as she was explaining it, they showed this guy who's got a credit card in class who is way too young to have a credit card.
And I don't feel like he should be doing that business just in the middle of class.
Okay. Yes. A part that drove us crazy. As they're showing this all, they're literally showing multiple people at once in the middle of class having their phones out, like not hiding it at all. No discretion. Just tip-tap typing away. Where are their teachers?
Like,
why is the teacher not saying
like,
anything?
This girl, ooh, look at that. Let me get my credit card out because I'm about to see me some titties
Getting
today.
my swerve. Okay, I don't know where you guys went to school. Maybe we went to a sheltered school.
Maybe.
I thought since we went to an art school, it was pretty free and liberal.
But I don't remember one class that I had at my little liberal art school where we 15 people was in the back of the class on their cell
typing
phones,
away.
and the teacher didn't say one.
Not now one teacher said, "Hey, what you got your phone out for? I'ma confiscate that.
Let me see this.
Are these boobies? Whose boobies are these?
Titties is this?
Like, where are they? Who trained these teachers? Did they not have that one teacher day where you'd learn all the things you're supposed to do in class? Does Canada not do that? I think they need to.
Yeah, we need to start letting that little day slip away so the teachers can just go on their way, learn how to be a teacher, maybe. Because I just don't get that. I don't.
So all these people got their phones out and nobody said nothing. Like, okay, well, over that.
These are, but okay.
And then they show the pink girl. She gets a request for a picture, and she all
in the bathroom,
shimmy,
got my bra
got
out.
my little bit of back showing.
Mm-hmm. Got my bra. I'm taking pictures.
Selfie.
Mm-hmm.
But first, let me take a selfie. And she's smiling away. She is proud of her boobies.
She is like, oh, look at them. I am
sharing it with the world.
I am doing the world a service right now.
The whole world needs to be exposed to this, apparently. Ooh, yes. So they're still talking about it. It was like a montage of them planning it, but it also happening. Yes. And the black girl, she pipes up. She like,
gets a request.
Yeah, she's like, what if our parents find out what we're doing? And they're like, they won't. Zoe's like, they won't. And she still goes along with it, even though she hesitated.
Because you didn't see her get a request. Mm-hmm. She picks up her phone. She looks.
She ain't even asked a teacher to leave the class.
No, she just looks like, oh, dang, I got to do this.
Time.
She walks to the bathroom, and she does what she got to do. My
madam's ready for me. She wants her money. I want my money.
I want my money.
I want my money.
And she says, my madam asked, and she shall receive.
She said, jump. I said, how
high do you need that, ma'am?
Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, do you guys really want to be on the Power Squad that bad? Is that your life aspiration?
Just to be on the Power Squad? Because I hope you know, this gets out. I don't think Harvard wants no girls in no little prostitution ring.
You probably won't get a job.
I don't think maybe McDonald's is the only one that wants some girls that was in prostitution rooms when they was in hospital or when they were in high school. Because I really can't think of no other job that really.
Especially because this is happening by them very mindfully. Usually, when a nude gets out around the school, it's an accident. You send it to one person and they send it around.
It's a girl like, oh yeah, this is my boyfriend. I'ma trust him,
And that
like,
is
LOL,
that is so
care.
much more understandable because people can be stupid
Yes.
and you can trust the wrong people. But they are purposely spreading their boobies around the entire school.
Here you
no
go.
hesitation.
I just need some money so you can see my titties. I don't care. I just need some money.
And this is Zoe's defense. I wrote this down word for word because she just wanted to be so empowering, and I just didn't. Woo! She said, and I quote, "Guys treat us like objects every single day. It's gross and totally unfair. At least this way, we get something in return. This is our way of fighting back." Pause. 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 Okay. No one is holding a gun to your head in the first place saying that you have to, against your will, be sending guys nudes just because they request it.
People
where's
in
the
hell want
dictionary?
some ice water.
Where's a dictionary?
They don't get it.
Isn't there a word out there that you say when you don't want to do something? I'm pretty sure it's like a 2-letter word.
It starts.
I learned it at some. It was one of the first words I ever
that
said.
word starts with an N.
Is it 9? No, that's German. The English way is no.
Let me give it to you in Spanish, just in case you're a Latino. It's no. Okay. How about we just roll that one?
Can
off
we
for them
practice
one more
this?
time?
Okay, Degrassi characters. If you're watching this, repeat after me. No.
Let's do a little role play, Kadeja. Hey, I'm a boy, Kadeja. Cause you go to Degrassi. Can you maybe send me some nudes?
Trick. And no.
Okay.
Send.
That's how that goes. Scene.
I think you catch our drift.
Public service announcement for the Degrassi Community School. No.
Zoe asks, is everyone in favor? Every single person, besides Frankie at first, raises their hand for yes.
Sure.
Even Jack. Jack, who was at that whole man-hating, axe-throwing thing that she invited Claire to, is saying yes to sending nudes to God. She's gay.
This isn't affecting her. It's affecting her too, but these girls are talking about how boys mistreat them and how boys have a double standard on them. Jack, do you experience this double standard? Because I don't remember the last time you tried to send a boy some nudes.
I'm pretty sure if any guy asked you for a nude, you would actually know how to say the word no.
No.
It would roll quickly off the tongue.
I feel like there was no time when Jack and a boy was caught doing and everybody said, "Ooh, Jack, you nasty."
Why is she even in on this?
But woot woot for the boy, because that I don't remember that happening with Jack. Okay, all right.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. So moving on. Right. From that, let that marinate, please, in your soul.
Really, just think about this whole.
Let the hatred flow through you.
Power Squad fundraiser. Let's talk about. Just keep that in
what?
you.
Cookies, candy bar. That's so 2013.
There no cookies and candy bars. Bake sales?
Like what? What is a book fair?
I don't know. I don't even know what a car wash is.
Who needs their car wash?
Car wash?
That's what they got. Brown Bear for.
They think car washes are sexy, but your nooks and crannies are all covered. I don't understand.
I want my money. I want my money.
So,
things get a little tamer. Maya and her mom have a moment where they confide about Miles' sudden gayness. And it's a heart-to-heart huggy.
Yes,
oh, baby.
Because Maya just can't get over this. This is a hard time for Maya. I mean, I don't even know what
She's
Miles
really
is going
struggling.
through. Miles must not be going through nothing, but let's just really focus on Maya here, because she's really having a hard time.
She's the one that we're supposed to focus on at all hours of the day.
Yeah, let's just really...
Wake up. Oh, Maya, where you at? Boom.
Really.
Go to sleep. Maya, you okay? You need me to tuck you in?
Yeah.
Eating
I'm
lunch.
so sorry,
Maya, you got something to eat?
You okay there,
You need me to
buddy?
meet you in the rubber room?
I'll do anything. You hungry, Maya? I could chew your food for you.
Ooh.
Okay.
Next we see how Becky's whole online love affair plays out. Within a span of 24 hours, she's actually meeting this guy in person. I don't know what it is about Canada, but they just seem to be unaware of a lot of things. Do they not know of the phrase stranger danger?
I don't.
Because I think that was one of the first things I learned when I was young.
How about,
stranger danger, carry around a whistle, stranger danger.
How about maybe something we call a catfish over here in America? That there was a little bit of chance that this dude she saw that was in a little tennis sweater, and he was like, oh, and he was up there like this in the picture. What if that was actually a big burly man that came to kidnap you? Becky, how about that? That happens.
Neve, Max, if you are watching this, I am making a personal request for you to travel to Canada and have a lecture at every single high school and then about the dangers of catfishing.
Have two at Degrassi Community School. How about
that? They need it. Oh, boo-boo, they need it.
We need at least two.
They need it.
Every other school can have just, a little lecture. They need a workshop. Let's just be honest.
And so they're at this roller derby, and Becky's goober of a date is wearing a tennis sweater wrapped around his neck, and it's like a bright blue.
Yes,
with some mustard colored pants or something like that. Cornish yellow, I think is called. Yeah,
were they?
Yeah, and a white shirt, a white button up. You knew where you guys were going.
Did she misspell roller derby and put country club? Or
yeah, I mean, I know that phones are really bad and making typos these days.
There is the whole autocorrect phenomenon.
Yeah, debacle. I mean, I don't know what's going on with her phone dictionary, but I'm pretty sure she probably told you roller derby.
Roller derby. So I don't know why.
Lost in translation.
Felt that meant. Maybe he's from another part of Canada.
Yeah.
Where roller derby means
those
country
Canadians.
Club.
Yeah.
Because I don't.
That's just his Sundays everyday.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we wear every time I go out of the house.
Oh, we're going to the park? Oh, let me grab my polo.
Let me just. How about? Where are we going? We're going to the bad part of the town. We're going clubbing a little bit.
Let me put my blazer on.
Let me do that. Yes, I need my Sperry's too, because you can't club without your Sperry.
I know you. Get money. Get money.
Okay.
So yeah, she met up. I'm still not over the fact that she met up with him after one day. Like
literally, it's been 24 hours. Have you never heard of a catfish? Have you never heard of?
Really?
Can we get to know this guy before we just go out of our way to meet some dude we've never met before?
And then, so then they show Maya playing her cello.
Yeah.
So orchestrously, just Beethoven, I'm calling you. And suddenly, in busts Miles into her house, no knocking or anything. He just walks up in there.
Like, do you live here? Because I don't know why you just gonna act like this is your house and you can just come in when you please. Because
seriously, Canadians, I have so many questions for you. Do you guys just not lock your doors ever?
I mean,
the world isn't as safe.
I realize that this is Canada, and we're very polite here. We say please and thank you.
But that don't mean you can trust everybody.
All the time. But am I wrong or am I right that Degrassi
is not the safest place?
Specifically, Degrassi, Canada, has had, 2 school shootings, a school stabbing, kids is just
people selling
drugs.
Friggin' Zig was in a gang. And they knew where he lived.
Maya.
And they didn't learn to lock their doors yet.
Maya, you know specifically how bad this can get. Because you turn down the room, or down the hallway to a certain room, and you got an extra gang member just living, drug dealing gang member just living
Lock
in
your
your
doors.
And your doors are just open. Welcome.
Hide
Welcome
your kids,
anywhere.
hide your wife, and hide your husband. Because they're getting everybody out here.
Everybody. This is ridiculous.
Everybody.
Can we not, do our doors not have locks on them in Canada? I don't know.
So he walks in there, or just walks into the house, no knocking or anything, and accuses her of blasphemy, telling
Why are you talking to my mom? What is your mom calling my mom?
about thinking I'm about to hurt myself and stuff like that. If you having nightmares, that's your business. That's not my business. That's your
nightmare.
nightmare.
What kind of nightmares you having?
I'm happily in love.
I got my man. You go find yours. I don't care.
So he says, you need to get over me. Miles, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black a little bit? Shame, shame, shame.
Because if I remember correctly, you and Maya are exactly a perfect example of an on and off again couple.
Mm-hmm.
In a lot of times that you was off, you was the one trying to get Maya back. So let's just talk about.
Remember when you held that gun up to that fake gun up to somebody, like, or when you planted drugs in Zig's locker? Or I mean,
I need to get over you because I'm.
Is that a lesson from your personal handbook? Like, because I think you need to read your handbook if that's in there.
Should, yeah.
I think you need to refresh yourself on that chapter.
Yeah,
Maybe they may have updated that version of your
review it
of your handbook since then.
Study that one.
Yeah,
Study.
it may be there may be a new edition out there.
You forgot. I realize sometimes you lose a little bit.
So he leaves after his confrontation, and then, of course, Zig, all in black hair. He's there to comfort Maya. Mike, here,
the angel of
the black angel, the black angel,
and he's like, hey, I'm here for you.
I've got my shoulder for you to cry on.
My sleeveless shoulder. It's right there, bare skin and everything.
I definitely didn't care that you screamed out loud from a nightmare in class, but after what just happened, like, here, you can have my shoulder. I mean, I mean,
I ripped the sleeves off just for you, right there.
I bleed for Maya.
I bleed Maya. That's how we do.
Yeah.
I just.
Oh,
these children.
Then we go back to the roller derby. And Becky's like, oh my God, am I that annoying? Am I as annoying as this guy? Do I show up to places in a freaking tennis sweater wrap?
They say, oh, he's the perfect person for you. You guys are just perfect for each other. And she's like,
trick swerve with that one.
Do I do this?
And
I don't remember last time I
rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Exactly. I don't remember last time I walked into a roller derby place with a freaking tennis sweater wrapped around my neck. Oh, you guys have me mistaken. I am not yellow, so I will not date a yellow.
And so then Imogen's like, well, if he's not right for you, then who is? Why does she need to be with somebody? Her and Drew had just broken up. Nobody in Degrassi knows how to be single.
It's been like 2 days. Like I feel like I can't remember the last time somebody was single at Degrassi Community School.
And even if not like single, if they're just not interested in anybody at that moment. Either they are in a relationship or they are seeking after someone.
Love is perpetually in the air at Degrassi Community School. Like, you just cannot not have.
And it's always head over heels love.
Yes.
You are the one.
You are the only
love.
one. I'm about to just grow up and marry you and have your babies, and then we're gonna have grandchildren together, and we're just gonna be rocking and gray haired, and it's just that's all that's gonna be.
Beyonce, if you are watching, I need you to go to Canada and remind them that it is okay to be a single lady up in here.
Yourself. Can you just give them one of these, please, Beyonce? And can we talk, like, really, like, Becky, If I was Becky, I'd be like, can I be the perfect person for me? I need a perfect man for me? Okay, it's Jesus. That's who he is. That's my perfect man. Jesus. How about that? That's gonna be
hallelujah.
That's gonna be my man for what we need that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, my man is
I'll wait for him to send the right one. The right one.
Exactly.
Woo, okay. And then we go to Frankie's getting dressed for, I guess, this event that her dad has.
Yes.
And he puts on this slinky little number.
Black dress. You know, everybody has that little
shoulder.
That little black dress.
That little black dress.
That LBD.
Whip that out there.
Yeah.
And her mom comes in and she's like, Frankie, what are you wearing? And she's like, oh, don't you just love it? It's like so cute. It looks so sophisticated. She's like, oh, baby doll, why don't you wear this kid's Sunday dress?
This bright blue poofy dress at the bottom.
And she's like, because I don't want to look like a child. And it becomes this big argument. And she's like, you are only 14. Da, 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 da.
And
like,
Frankie's like, I'm not a kid. And we are just sitting there thinking, can you guys just, Miss Hollingworth, we realize she is a child. We're on your side, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But you gonna have to wait this one out.
Because you are currently
Frankie's on that edge.
On the ledge. And you are pushing her off right into the pool of prostitution.
Exactly.
Ooh. Mm-mm. Somebody say, Madam what? Madam Zoe.
Yes, Madam Zoe in the house.
And so after this big fight, she's going to stick it to the woman. And
I got you now, mama.
She shimmies.
I got to change
shimmy
anyway,
out
so I'm naked.
Of that little black dress and takes a naked picture. And can we hold on for a second? Her door was open.
Let's just go back because she got naked.
With the door open.
With the door open. She about to take naked pictures.
With the door open. Canadians, I have so many questions for you.
I feel like Canadians should be like, they should start being what are those called? What are those marriage counselors? Because marriage counselors always say we need trust. Canadians must be the most trusting people in the world because they just let all their business hang out.
I just need to know, is this really how y'all get down?
Is that y'all just everything's open, doors always open.
It's a nudity commune up in here.
I'm getting naked, doors open. I just always want the door open. I got a drug dealer / ex-gang member where the gang member's looking for him in my house, door open.
Hanging my boobies out. And so she takes her little naked pic. But first, let me take a selfie. Wiggle. Them boobies. Wiggle. Them boobies. Wiggle.
Really? Okay.
And so then they cut to Hunter and her chilling in her room, and
she's got her little
blue Sunday dress on.
She's looking cute.
Yeah,
her
Sunday's best.
Says, "Oh, you look adorable." And she's like, "I don't want to look adorable."
And so she's just like, "I got this on." And
let me go over here by my bed while my brother's right here on his phone.
And Hunter, he gets some sort of notification that takes him to the Degrassi version of Snapchat, and he opens a picture, and she's like, "Are those boobs?" And we're pretty confident that the picture was of Frankie's boobs.
We're pretty sure that was definitely,
because she was seen a lot of heightened emotion about this.
I'm not about this. I mean, I realize she would still be pretty heated if it was one of her friend's boobs.
But she wouldn't be able to judge that hard because she's a part of this ring. So, but it's weird when it's your boobs on your brother's phone. That's a no-no. But okay, now that I'm thinking about it, it's weird that she was so uncomfortable with her brother getting a picture of her boobs when just 5 seconds before he could have easily had access to seeing her boobs with her door open, because she just stripped out of that dress
open, and he could have just walked by and,
hey sis, hey Frankie, looking good.
Is that those are
the girls are looking perky today? Good job. Like, that could have easily happened, but suddenly, when it's on his phone, she is incredibly disturbed.
I don't get it. And, I feel like I don't know why, he was doing this whole Degrassi prostitution Snapchat thing, while he knew his sister was behind him.
In her room.
This was...
It's not like he didn't know what the Snapchat was. You have to request to get these pictures.
He
You gotta pay
this.
for it.
He paid for this.
He paid to see his sister's boobies.
This is, I mean, we knew he was probably gonna be a part of this whole prostitution thing. It's the biggest thing at Degrassi now, and, you know, his nickname is Noobs. Boobs. Noobs loves boobs. So, I mean, we should have knew he was gonna be one of the eligible bachelors of the booby ring, and I didn't know he was gonna be looking at said boobies right in front of his sister, and then jump up like, whoa, how did you see?
You better not tell anyone.
How did you know?
Because you're sitting in my room.
Yeah,
In my room.
You waited until I was right behind you to look at them. But
alas, no. So in this saga of an episode ends with Becky's hobbling down the sidewalk by the dot on her crutches, and she bumps into Drew, and he's like, "Oh my God, how have you been?" Like, oh my God, it's been okay. I mean, like, it's been better.
Fine, yeah.
It's better more. Like, I mean,
you don't know.
And so they have a little bit of back and forth, and I'm guessing they were talking about, I miss you and stuff like that. Like, I hope you're okay. And he's like, I'm sorry, it's so complicated. I wish it could have worked out for us. And she ends it by saying,
because he walks away.
Yeah, he starts to walk away.
She grabs and says, no,
it's
turn
okay.
to me.
I'm okay with complicated. And they kiss.
And that's it. That's the end.
Whatever it takes. I know I can make it through.
But I feel like...
Oh, I gotta pause. Let me put my guitar away.
Yeah. I feel like we should just really wrap up by saying this episode was a doozy.
We started with that.
And I can affirm that I feel like this whole booby ring has got us more heated and hyped up about like anything. I feel like the last time we got this heated and hyped,
trials and tribulations,
was trials, and so I just really want to reaffirm that after all this, we really just have to reiterate how big this booby ring is for us. So I guess until next time, we'll see you. Hopefully, we won't hear much more about this booby ring.
It's still gonna be going on. She's being blissfully unaware right now.
But I hope we don't get too much more. I hope there's just one more episode they wrap that mess up, because this is weird. I'm uncomfortable. But we will see you next week. Like, share, subscribe. Tell us
what you think.
How you feel.
Leave some comments.
Yeah.
Tell us how we're doing and how you feel about Degrassi and what they're doing.
What are your feelings about this booby ring? Because I would love to know that. That's very important to me.
I think you'll understand why this episode is as long as it is. There was a lot of things that we had to cover, a lot of emotions that we needed to express, a lot of PSA announcements that we seem to be needing to make towards Canada.
Because I don't know. Degrassi.
Canadians, you will be in my prayer.
At least Degrassi, this little community of Degrassi, they really need to be talked about. We need to talk to them personally. So I guess that's it.
Yep. Let me pick up my guitar. Whatever it takes. I know I can make it through. If I hold out, oh, I know I can make it through. know I can make it through.